So I've been out here this morning doing a little maintenance in the garden, but I thought I would show you how it's looking for this first week of fall. And actually, it's looking pretty good. I am hosting an event. Our garden club is having an event in October, so I'm still doing some things to prepare myself for that. But all in all, like I said, today was a maintenance day or maintenance morning. I got a few things accomplished, but I still have some things to do. But I'm still going to show you how things are coming along. So the plants I know by heart, I'll let you know what they are. This lantana is growing very well. There's actually three of them right here. The yellow ones are taking off a little slower. They were actually planted a little later, and it's a little cooler on this side, not as sunny. So they really like the sun and they perform well. I have a few in my front, and they're like over 5 feet tall, so, and huge. All right. This is a hibiscus tree, and I was told that this was an annual, but I also have a couple of hibiscus shrubs that are perennials that are planted throughout my garden. Right. And down there we have the cornflowers. They are in need of deadheading. And the sedum autumn joys have come to bloom, and they put off a pinkish to dark pink blooms. And these came from like maybe two plants that I split several times and just plopped them in the ground. They're very easy to propagate. My topiary is definitely in need of a serious trim. I probably will get to that this weekend when I actually have time, because I do work. So I have to make the time to do that. And I have to catch it early in the morning because it gets so hot in Georgia. That's where I'm located, I believe, zone 7B. There's my other hibiscus shrub in the back. I have a couple of geraniums that are hanging baskets. See the one back there? One of my favorite plants, I believe this is a fern foxtail or asparagus foxtail. I'm still learning all these plant names, so please forgive me. I have a few daylilies here. And I believe this is a sage, some form of sage. Tucked back there is an arborvitae. And these, I believe, are irises that I planted. I had a lot of them in the front, so I dug them up and kind of brought some to the backyard here, well, the front yard. This is a crepe myrtle, and let's see exactly which one it is. It is the ruby spice. More lantanas. I like to grow those because they fill up spaces so well. And my silver dollar hydrangea. All the blooms have dried up. I deadheaded, hoping that I get another flush of blooms. Another crepe myrtle. And another crepe myrtle. I have some rosemary here and a few chili peppers. And you can see my nice shadow there. All right, over here to the hosta bed. I keep thinking I may have to relocate these because it's not as shady as they like. I have this one small tree that they sit under, and I'm gonna plant, well, I have some other trees planted, but it's gonna be a while before they really grow large enough to give enough shade for these plants. So we'll see. I'll keep them here for now. All right, and I have a elephant ear here that also needs a little more shade. And this is ligustrum, I believe it's called. And my cranes. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a witch hazel tree that I planted. And it should get relatively big. I have these in my backyard and they are over 4 feet tall. They're really big. So I'm hoping these grow nicely as well. And then this is the sitting wall, retaining wall. And I plan on doing a small gravel patio that will house 2 lounge chairs. Retaining wall from the back. A little side. This plant is doing very well, and I'm actually going to move it because it was here before the wall. I need to put it back some more. I'd rather have it up against the fence more than up against the wall. So I'm going to do a little planting on this end of the little patio. All right, moving down to my raised bed. I'm going to have to remove this tree. This was also here before the wall got put in, and I think it needs more space. I'm going to put this in the front yard on the other side of the house. This is a shrub, so it shouldn't get any more than about 4 or 5 feet. Then I have some more autumn sedum joys, some succulents. This is going to be my favorite tree when it gets bigger. It's a river birch. Absolutely love how the bark peels off of river birch trees. So that's in the making. I think it's actually a heritage river birch. And I forgot, this is a native tree to Georgia. So I picked this up at one of the little small nurseries in the neighborhood. Let's head on down to another bed that I have. Mostly greenery in here. A pencil, it's a pencil holly, I believe. Tall, thin ones, and they grow probably about 4 or 5 feet tall. I have some rosemary. And along the fence line, there are some more arborvitaes. Let's go this way again. I have a magnolia tree and a fig tree that has not produced any figs yet, and another river birch, which I'm not sure where I'm going to house that. And these are trees as well, but forgive me, I forgot what they are. All right, let's go back across the yard here to my hydrangea bed. So these are not doing great. I'm still working with them. So I have the original Endless Summer hydrangea, and this one is Bloomstruck Endless Summer. I think this one needs to be a little more in the sun, so I have another place I might move that to. This one is more shade loving. And an ornamental pepper plant and another hydrangea. So it's coming along. Slowly but surely.